Here we are at Beckenscott, near London,
And where are we?
the model village.
Which is right behind us, isn't it?
What?
All this lot.
What's happening?
Ready?
Right.
Boy. Hey.
All the lairwork ones.
Ah.
Oh, that's full.
Hey.
It's from Manchester. Run the place.
Oh, look, Lo.
Do you reckon you get one running out? That's what Alice is doing around his garden.
You're not.
Come on, closer.
Sweet.
That's cool.
Herring store.
First round again.
Are we going back?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's coming now.
Right. Oh no.
That way. That's sweet, that.
Cool.
Yeah. Like the windmill. Okay.
More train.
Something coming around there, isn't it?
Bam, 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 bam. Dad, look at this. Bam, bam, bam.
Programmable logic controller, or a pair of programmable logic controllers which do all the interlocking, all the signalling.
Yeah.
This is just a mechanical interface with that system. So basically the trains are running themselves in automatic mode at the moment.
Right, so the computer's running it, and that, if you need to break into it, you can.
Yeah. So if you switch this into operation, it just controls this local area. So it controls anything leaving from the station that way, this junction here, this coming in this way, the points here. So effectively, everything on its way round comes through here.
Ah.
So effectively, you're controlling the trains. You're not controlling the outlying
Yeah.
stations.
So this technically is the engine shed at the end of the day. Everything comes back in here, yeah. Huh? Love it. How many miles do you get in a day?
It's a very good question. In a day, not sure, but it tops up over a season, so many thousands of real miles.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah,
You ever any problems having to clean the track, or?
No, we have 2 track cleaners which go out in the morning behind a train. So as long as we keep on top of it, it stays okay. I mean, the rails are brass, all the wheels are stainless steel.
AC or DC?
DC traction.
It's DC.
DC traction, AC track circuits on top.
Ah, overlaid on top. That's clever.
Yeah.
Where's your frames from?
This one came from Purley on the southern region.
Yeah.
It's just 2 sections of what was a 6-section frame. Not sure what happened to the rest of it. At the time, one of the guys who worked here, his son worked for Westinghouse.
Yeah.
And was a commissioning engineer on re-signalling the Brighton line.
Saved it.
So so that came from there. The other frame came later. It's an underground automatic frame, an
Oh.
N-style frame.
Yeah. So all those
So
levers.
that we thought we'd try and do something with it at some point, but it's just really not worth it to be
Yes,
honest. It's mechanically interlocked. To get it to do anything realistic here is a
Yeah.
huge task. So it just fills the gap up in the box, really.
Yeah.
So,
Underground frames always did have a lot more metal work to them than anything else, didn't they? Yeah. Everything's run through the 930 relays, or?
the relays in here are just associated with the diagram.
Oh, just for doing the indications and stuff. Nice. Your logic controller works everything else. So those your inputs and your outputs from your logic controller there, then?
Yeah, basically at the moment we're sort of in a slight transition between the control system we had before, because we first put the PLCs in 1993.
Blimey.
So it's quite early days for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
an expert,
yeah,
I'm not a
I know.
mechanical man, but so it got to the point a couple of years ago where Mitsubishi, who produced the PLCs, weren't going to support that particular mark any further.
Yeah.
So the decision was taken to basically upgrade
Yeah.
PLCs to current spec, and also the guy who designed the signalling had also made some of the boards himself.
Ah.
So they took the opportunity to actually do it all with off-the-shelf items. So there's
Yeah.
a lot of work involved
I'm going to say.
in getting it back to running again. So the previous situations with a keyboard and mouse, which was quite handy and quite good for people who weren't railway orientated.
Yeah.
This is quite straightforward. This is an interim kind of thing until we get back to that ease of operating. So obviously we've got the main
You've got that, yeah, you've got the two mimic diagrams.
yeah.
And we've got some monitoring as well.
A trend graph at the end there, so we know how it's running, and then all the setups are done through this page here.
That's different.
Yeah, because the obviously we've got track circuits, so
Yes.
we know where the trains are. But we also know what they are, because each train carries an RF tag,
Ah, so
which
you're
is
right.
red at
Yeah.
the start of the day, and it's red every time they come through here.
Yeah.
So the system then knows what that train is. So once it knows what it is and where it is, it can then do different things with it. It can route it in you can set the
Different
routing up.
directions.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
And also, it knows what the characteristics of that particular train are, the speed it runs at.
Yeah.
So in theory, with that information input into the system, trains should stop in the right place or the right station, irrespective of length and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's fairly complex. Yeah, the configuration you can change. So if you've got one particular train, you want it to do something different, you go in there and fiddle about, and then it'll do it from until you decide to do it back the other way again.
How's your crossing work down there? Because I noticed the gate's closed just before the train comes.
Yeah, well, again, it's
Is it just on off
the
the-
occupancy, so it knows when the train's coming, so it'll.
Right, so it's like got a strike in and then the gate's closed.
Yeah.
Just what is it? Just motors or?
Yeah, it's a couple of motors and gearboxes underneath. Yeah.
Very clever.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah.
This is definitely work of art. How many of you is there in the group that looks after it?
Well, we have 3 engineers on site in the engineering department.
Yeah.
And we still have the guy who designed the original system and helped us upgrade as a kind of consultant.
Wow.
Well, he gets paid expenses, but
Yeah.
he's a very clever chap who.
So you've always got someone on at least if anything happens on the day, you can keep it running.
Well, the idea now, obviously, if something breaks, then it's just a quick phone call to someone, and plug them out, plug a new one in, you know.
Yeah.
Once it's all up and running,
Almost netball.
it should be the case. I think.
That's very good. Very good. Well done. Thank you very much for that.
So where do you plug in it? So you've got the PLC, that one, and the one with the grey box
Yeah.
there. Then we've got other new components, the bits below, which replace the homemade ones.
Yeah.
Interface relays between the PLC and the outside stuff, so we're not sending direct outputs to the track, so there's a relay in between.
Yeah.
I think they are new as well. I think they are signal relays, I'm not actually sure. And the other things we've got in here, we've got sound effects, tramway control, power supplies, the other outlines.
So the sound effects are out there as well.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's basically it.
In a proper relay room.
Yeah, proper relay room, yeah.
That is crazy.
So it takes all this, I mean, you see the list of stuff they worked through, we're still not finished yet to get it all up and running again.
So will you do the full swap over winter?
Yeah, I've done last winter. I think it was the winter before actually, and then a few tweaks this winter. And
Yeah.
There might be another phase coming up, I'm not sure. But
Did COVID? I mean, COVID's obviously shut a lot of people down. Has it managed to get grants or anything for?
Money side of things, I'm not actually sure. Also, we did close. We had to close. So in 2020 for quite a few months, but. Yeah.
So that's literally what was on your small mimic screens in there. That's your main plan, your main signalling. With all the positions of
Yeah,
your
that's
signals.
everything. Yeah, it's a hybrid of new inputs and the old diagram, so it's not actually been redrawn.
Yeah.
That's in process. but again, it's time consuming.
The white flashing lights.
It's train waiting.
Ah, right. So it knows it's been there for a set time.
So now it's gone steady. That one's timed out. Should be on that section in a sec.
I hate it. Barriers as well. The yellow sections are presumed route set.
That's it. Yeah. And then in the blue, it's the actual train.
Yeah.
And then the number or the digit behind it is its priority.
Oh.
So basically, let's get this right. You need priorities to make sure if you've got 3 platforms here.
Yes.
The train's going this direction. So you'll make sure one of the highest priority goes first. Then when
Yeah.
one leaves, I think the priority on the one behind goes up a notch.
Right.
So if there's any kind of debate as to who goes next, it should be the one with the highest priority. Yeah, that one's now clicked up to 2.
Yeah. So on that monitoring graph on the back there, because I can see it says good, okay, poor, and bad. Obviously, there's a red one there creeping up.
Yeah. What's it obviously depends on what's happening at the time. Obviously, it's a cyclic thing on red.
Yes.
It happens every now and again. So the trains are running, but there's one train which sometimes ventures out onto red.
Yeah.
So that might affect the pattern.
Got
so
you.
generally speaking, as long as it's peaks, we're all good. I'm not sure it's actually counting. Whether it's counting station departures or dwell times,
Right.
I'm not actually sure because they changed it from last time.
Yeah.
So I was familiar with. I'm not so familiar with that one.
That's the tram's not on it, is it?
The tram's not on
So I
it.
noticed
no,
that keeps
no.
stopping every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause the route's just set through there now. That's good. That I like the front end package. That's just something that people can go. Yeah, I get that. That's brilliant. That's an amazing amount of equipment. Clip-on fuses.
Yeah.
Have you ever shorted them? Let us know.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to have stuff they don't like. I quite like clip-ons, but I know they do suffer sometimes with the dampness of the cabinets that are in.
Right, okay.
Quite a few garage rows got lots of them going.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Some of this kit came from donated by Westinghouse.
Brilliant.
These cabinets actually went to New Zealand and came back again.
Yeah.
It's quite strange. But, yeah.
That's very
So-
good. That's very, very good. Oh, thank you for showing me that.
seeds.
Washing away.
Guys, did you see the cable cars? Did you see the cable cars?
Come see the cable cars, they're moving. Lucy, come here.
Why did it stop? Why did it stop? Why did it go? Why has he got a black thing in his hand? Black.
Makes him look good.
What?
He's the
The
master.
goes into that building and out again.
Oh, I don't. Oh, look, he's waving in there. You can see him.